In the vast and ever-evolving landscape of the modern internet, Discord stands out as more than just a chat app. It's a digital community center, a place where people from all walks of life gather to share ideas, laughter, and support. For millions, it's become a virtual town square, a hub where friendships are forged, creativity flourishes, and subcultures not only survive but thrive. Whether you're a gamer, an artist, a student, or simply someone looking for connection, Discord offers a sense of belonging that can be hard to find elsewhere in the digital world. Within these digital walls, communities form and grow, often becoming lifelines for those who may feel isolated in their offline lives. Here, people celebrate victories, share struggles, and build bonds that can last a lifetime. But on the evening of September 8, 2025, that familiar hum of activity abruptly ceased for tens of thousands across the United States. In an instant, the vibrant chatter, the memes, the late-night gaming sessions all went silent, plunging users into an unexpected and unsettling quiet. The outage was no minor glitch. It was a widespread and prolonged failure that severed digital lifelines for over 90,000 users. Suddenly, people found themselves unable to access their favorite servers, join conversations, or connect with the communities that had become such an integral part of their daily routines. For many, it felt as if the doors to their second home had been locked without warning. This event was a stark reminder of just how deeply we depend on digital platforms, not only for entertainment, but for friendship, support, and a sense of belonging. When these platforms suddenly vanish, even for a few hours, the sense of dislocation and loss can be profound, leaving many to reflect on the role technology plays in our emotional lives. The story of this outage is not just a technical tale of servers and error messages. It's a human story about community, reliance, and the emotional void left behind when our digital homes disappear. In that silence, we're reminded of the connections we cherish and the fragility of the spaces where we come together online. To understand the impact of the outage, you have to know what Discord means in 2025. Once a niche tool for gamers, it's now a social hub for everything: book clubs, study groups, creative teams, and fan communities. Its structure lets users create private servers, each with its own culture and channels, fostering intimate, curated interactions. Discord's blend of voice, video, and text makes it the default social infrastructure for millions, from students to professionals. Its deep integration into daily life means even a brief absence can feel isolating, cutting people off from their main support networks. That's why, when Discord went dark, confusion and frustration erupted across its vast, interconnected user base. Monday, September 8th began like any other for Discord users. Until just after 6 p.m. Eastern, things went wrong. What started as minor lag quickly escalated, servers vanished, channels wouldn't load, and error messages replaced familiar spaces. Downdetector logged over 100,000 problem reports within minutes, confirming a massive systemic failure. Voice channels and group chats, the heart of Discord, were suddenly inaccessible, leaving users stranded and isolated. Some could still send direct messages, but the communal experience was gone. The abrupt collapse left no time for goodbyes, amplifying the sense of disconnection. For tens of thousands, their digital town square had crumbled in an instant. In the first moments of the outage, official channels were silent, but users weren't. Frustrated, they flocked to X, Reddit, and Downdetector, quickly confirming the problem was widespread. Downdetector's graphs spiked, becoming the definitive proof of a major incident. Hashtags like #DiscordDown trended, and social platforms became temporary refuges for the digitally displaced. This rapid, decentralized reporting showed how users now shape the narrative, often faster than companies themselves. The overwhelming volume of reports created immense pressure for an official response. The world's attention turned to Discord, waiting for answers. For many users, the Discord outage was more than just a minor technical hiccup. It was an unexpected interruption that rippled through their daily routines and social circles. In a world where digital platforms are the backbone of communication, Discord's sudden silence left people feeling disconnected and adrift. Gamers who rely on Discord for real-time strategy and camaraderie suddenly lost team communication. Friends were abruptly cut off mid-conversation, and carefully laid plans for game nights, study sessions, or just catching up were thrown into chaos. The outage didn't just pause conversations, it disrupted the sense of community that many had come to depend on. Server channels appeared eerily blank, error icons replaced familiar content, and voice chat, the platform's lifeblood, was completely down. For many, it was jarring to see their favorite spaces suddenly inaccessible, as if a digital city had gone dark. Even direct calls failed, leaving users isolated in silent, inaccessible rooms. The usual buzz of notifications and laughter was replaced by an unsettling quiet, amplifying feelings of isolation for those who depended on Discord for daily interaction. Study groups, creative teams, and support communities were all left stranded. Students couldn't coordinate assignments, remote workers lost their collaborative hub, and support groups found themselves unable to reach out for help or encouragement. The outage highlighted just how reflexive Discord use had become. Users instinctively tabbed over, only to find emptiness. Many found themselves repeatedly refreshing, hoping for a sign of life, only to be met with the same blank screens. The partial functionality of direct messages only underscored what was lost, the dynamic communal conversations that defined Discord. While some could send a message or two, the vibrant group chats and voice channels that brought people together were missing, leaving a void that was hard to ignore. The silence was a powerful reminder of the platform's role as a facilitator of connection and collaboration. In those quiet moments, users realized just how much Discord had woven itself into the fabric of their social and professional lives, and how its absence could be felt so deeply. As reports surged and #Discord downtrended, pressure mounted on Discord to respond. The company's first status update was cautious, acknowledging issues with some guilds. As the situation worsened, updates became more urgent, confirming widespread availability problems. Discord promised it was working quickly to restore service, providing incremental updates via its status page and X account. These updates, though sparse on technical details, were crucial for maintaining user trust. Transparent communication became a lifeline for anxious users, helping manage expectations and quell rumors. In the age of instant information, silence can be more damaging than the outage itself. Discord's evolving response provided a public record of its efforts to bring communities back online. Despite the chaos, the disruption was relatively brief, a testament to Discord's engineering team. By 7:50 p.m. Eastern, less than 2 hours after the peak, user reports had plummeted and servers began to reappear. Channels repopulated, voice connections returned, and users flooded back to their digital homes. Discord's status page confirmed the issue was resolved, marking the end of a chaotic evening. The swift recovery helped turn a potential disaster into a shared experience, with memes and stories spreading across the platform. The incident became an unplanned stress test of Discord's infrastructure and its relationship with users. By acting quickly, Discord restored vital connections and maintained user trust. The platform's resilience was on full display. The Discord outage is a reminder of the fragility of our digital world. Outages rarely stem from a single failure. They're often cascades triggered by bugs, misconfigurations, or hardware issues in complex cloud systems. When disaster strikes, incident response teams focus on restoring service first, then investigate the root cause. Discord's rapid recovery suggests a well-practiced response plan. After service returns, engineers conduct a post-mortem to learn and prevent future failures. Achieving perfect uptime is nearly impossible at this scale. There are countless potential points of failure. These events remind us that our seamless digital lives depend on a delicate, ever-vigilant technological balancing act. The Great Discord outage was more than just a technical glitch. It was a moment that exposed the invisible threads tying our digital lives together. In an instant, millions found themselves disconnected, not just from a platform, but from the communities, friendships, and support systems they had come to depend on every day. It revealed just how deeply we rely on digital platforms for community, for laughter, for collaboration, and for a sense of belonging. For many, Discord isn't just an app. It's a lifeline to people who may live thousands of miles away, a place where shared interests blossom into real friendships. For a few hours, the digital spaces where millions work, play, and connect simply vanished, leaving a void that was felt around the world. The collective reaction, floods of outage reports, trending hashtags, and a wave of shared frustration, was a testament to how much these virtual spaces mean to us. People reached out across other platforms, searching for updates, sharing memes, and commiserating together. This response showed Discord's evolution into essential social infrastructure, a digital town square where ideas are exchanged, games are played, and support is always just a message away. It's a place where strangers become friends, and friends become family. The outage highlighted the emotional impact of being cut off from friends and support networks. For some, it was a reminder of how much comfort and joy these connections bring, especially in times of isolation or stress. The sudden silence was more than inconvenient. It was a stark reminder of how much we need each other. Paradoxically, the shared experience of the outage strengthened community bonds. People swapped stories about where they were when Discord went down, joked about their sudden free time, and found new ways to stay connected. In the end, the outage became a story to be retold, a moment of collective memory that brought people closer together. Discord's transparent crisis management was key to maintaining trust. The company's quick updates, honest communication, and visible efforts to resolve the issue reassured users that their communities mattered. It was a reminder that behind every platform are real people working tirelessly to keep us connected. The silence of September 8th reminded us that, for all its convenience, the digital world is fragile, vulnerable to outages, disruptions, and the unexpected. Yet in that quiet, we also remembered the value of patience, resilience, and the simple act of reaching out to one another. But our need for connection endures, stronger than any outage. When the servers came back online, the joy was palpable. Friends reconnected, communities buzzed with excitement, and the digital world felt a little warmer. When Discord returned, its value as a place for friendship, collaboration, and community was clearer than ever. The outage was a reminder that, while technology may falter, the human desire to connect, to share, to support, to belong, remains unbreakable.